Hey everybody, it's Chaymie here and welcome back to another video. And today it's a very special video because after 9 years I have finally decided to take her out of the box to celebrate her 10th anniversary. So Rapunzel is one of the dolls that I always wanted to debox so badly. Today I decided Tangled is hitting 10 years anniversary, life is short. So I'm just gonna do what's gonna make me happy. So I'm gonna take her out of the box. This is so exciting. Oh my god. I think I've already done a review of her in the box way back then in 2014 when I first got her. So for this video, we're gonna skim through the outside and go right into the deboxing. So I love the box design. Sometimes I do miss the old design where the boxes are just kind of like this, rectangle, and not with the weird shapes, although they're pretty, but I do prefer these iconic just white boxes with color accents on the borders, mimicking their movie traits or their character traits on the box design. And here she is in the box. I love her so much. And on the back it says Tangled. This says a little bit about the doll and the character and the movie. Look how detailed these descriptions used to be. Now they just kind of skim through the descriptions. And this is on the bottom. Certificate of Authenticity and display stand included. So here is my certificate of authenticity. So mine is 4886 out of 5000. So it's actually quite far down the line. It's almost near the end. So she is released in 2011. Even though her movie came out in 2010, I believe the doll came out with the Blu-ray release, which was in spring 2011, I believe. But I got her later on eBay in 2014. So I've had her in my possession for about 6 years, and she has been out altogether for 9 years. Alright, so here is her box. Plastic sleeves. So back then, even the plastic sleeves were colored. I think nowadays the plastic sleeves just feature the white version instead of the color. So here she is in the box in her pose. Oh my god, this is very emotional for me because I looked at this pose for 6 years and now she's gonna come out of it. So I want to just immortalize this box pose a little bit so that we can remember her always in this way. And this little piece, I used it to poof up her skirt when I first got her, and it just fell out and I never noticed. Okay, do we have that in our memory? Let's do this. There are lots of stuff to do in the back. Alright, this is it. This is it. Okay, so this is where I do my musical parody presentation, but YouTube copyright claimed the entire video just for this segment, hence I have uploaded that in a separate video, so you can click somewhere on the screen or in the description to go enjoy that. Sorry! Alright, she is out of the box, so I just wanted to quickly show you guys the background of her box. So background is obviously a screenshot featuring her tower, and here she is out of the box finally. So first up, her hair is a little bit messy because it's been stuffed in a box for 9 years, and also the tinsels makes the hair a little bit messier because they're not the same texture as the hair, so they kind of like to stick out. And my whole theatrical performance just now didn't help it either. I find that these like large teeth combs work the best instead of brushes. The brush will just mess it up even more, but these ones, they can, if you just slowly work through them, you can tame it down pretty much very quickly. So that's my suggestion on that. Alright, let's take a look at her, shall we? So let's start from the top. Her face sculpt, like I said, the face sculpt is actually very beautiful, but it's something is a little off with it. It doesn't really kind of capture the pointiness of Rapunzel's face in the movie, but that's the only thing. Aside from that, I do think this is a very beautiful face sculpt, and she is glancing to her right with her green eyes, and the eyelashes on her are pretty crazy, as you can see. But I guess when you live in a tower, you don't have time to trim your eyelashes. Is that it? And then she has subtle purple and pale pink eyeshadow makeup there. She has her freckles, light blushings, and I love her lips are not like a lipstick color, but more of like a natural nude color. So for her hair is rooted with a mix of blonde nylon hair along with these gold thread tinsels. So the tinsels give off that really sparkly, shiny look that in the movie when she's using her magic. So aesthetically, visually, it's very beautiful. They do glisten under the light when you move her around. So as you can see, it's very beautiful. So I might even forgive the fact that they're hard to style just because of how beautiful it is. And the hair is actually very, very soft as well. The only parts that gelled are these two bits at the front, here and then here, to form her little bang. Aside from that, the rest of her is not gelled, it's soft. And I'm just zooming out a little bit to show you guys the length of the hair. I do wish it would have been a tad bit longer so that it kind of drags behind her, or like around here, maybe about here. But it does have a little bit of dragging action, so it does touch the floor, so that's good. Then, not touching the floor and just hovering above the ground, but it does touch the floor. And her hair is still attached to this shoulder here and this shoulder, and also on her hands. I will most likely take them off later, but for now I'm kind of loving how neat it is when they're attached here, so I'm gonna leave it this way for the review. She also comes with her hairbrush. So this is the same hairbrush that came with her classic doll back then, but the classic doll was just painted silver. This one has gold accents. Now let's move on to the best part about her, the dress. Oh my god, the dress is amazing. This is like a quintessential beginning era of Disney limited edition dolls. Like I said, she was the 4th doll in the series, so like Disney was at its peak back then. The details are immaculate. So the dress is pretty much, of course, based on her iconic purple dress from the movie, but they took a lot of creative license here and there to zhuzh it up to the limited edition worthy quality of it. So first up, she has her collar here. It's like a pleated little lace thing. It's beautiful. And then she has her neckline and her bodice. All of the neckline is trimmed with the lace trims here. And then she have her puffy sleeves. And then she have her bell draped sleeves. So this is where they took creative license. Of course, in the movie, Rapunzel had just had like a normal sleeve, skin tight, but they actually made it like this beautiful pleated kind of draped sleeves here. And it's 2 layers. So the bottom layer is plain, kind of pale pink with these lace trimmings. And it's really, really double layered. As you can see, it goes all the way up to here on how the double layer is. So it's beautiful. And then she has her bodice. So the bodice is absolutely stunning. So it's has these velvet lining patterns here. As you can see, the patterns are like velvety. It's not printed. She has some jewels there, and my favorite part obviously is this lace-up corset detail. It's not actually just cheated to look like a lace-up corset. The ribbon, these little 2 pieces here, are actually laced through the entire thing. So if you want to experiment, you can actually take this entire thing off, but I definitely don't recommend you to do so. And then as we move on to her skirt, just gonna put this hair back a little bit. She has more lace trimmings here on the waist and it goes to a pointy bit, and then her skirt just kind of flares out like this. Her skirt is actually quite stunning. It has 3 different layers and it's quite big. As you can see, you can stretch it out like this, so when it falls, it creates these folds and pleats that looks very natural and makes it also look very flowy in a way, as you can see. So the top layer features this dark purple sheer organza with these sparkly printed patterns here all across the entire thing, all the way to the back. And then it also has some gems here as well. So underneath this layer, it's actually quite hard to see from photos, but there's actually another layer here. This lighter purple sheer organza layer here as well. And it does give off that shimmery vibe as well. So it's beautiful. And that layer is quite interesting. Comes to a pointy bit at the back, so it's actually longer than the other dress. I'm not sure it's supposed to be that way, or is that the defect on my dress? I'm not sure, but it's actually beautiful. And of course, finally, after all of that, she has the main part of her dress, which is this one. Again, these patterns are not printed, but they have a velvety texture going across all through them. And it's not just this bit, the whole thing is exactly that, lined with it. and it's just beautiful. Of course, topping everything off is the lace trimmings here that goes all across. And finally, she has her petticoat. So her petticoat is actually quite nice. It's not the full fishnet layer like we do have now. So the front bit is this hard fishnet layer, but the back bit is actually like a really soft fabric here. So I think that makes it quite nice. I would love to see again on some of these newer dolls. And then of course she doesn't have any shoes because she was bare feet the entire movie. To be honest, I kind of wish they would have given her flat feet instead of the high-heeled feet. I think if she had flat feet, she would have been shorter and then the hair could drag more behind her. And fun bit, can you see that lock of black hair in there? I used to put it when I first got her to represent that lock that Gothel cut in the beginning of the movie, so that's why it's brown inside. So all in all, this Rapunzel is really one of the best dolls that Disney have made in this series. She's absolutely gorgeous. The details are immaculate and so well designed and executed. The only thing I wish differently for her is the longer hair actually, and it's not even an important thing because her hair is long enough, but if I had to say something that was done differently on her, I would say that she had a bit of a longer hair. Although I kinda also wish she came with her tiara as well. Oh, and look who's here! It's Wedding Rapunzel! I'm so glad I have both of them out of the box now. I actually deboxed Wedding Rapunzel about a few years ago. And both of them are just amazing dolls. Disney just did an amazing job with both of the Rapunzel, and I just can't wait to get the new limited edition Rapunzel as well. And if you're wondering, these two dolls have exactly the same face sculpt, same face paint, everything. So the face is exactly the same, only the hair and the outfit are different. And she also have a new body type, I believe, because a Wedding Rapunzel actually does have flat feet and a torso joint as well. I don't think they came with torso joints back then. Also, another fun thing to note is that this was done in an era where Disney, before they went into embroidery, so the Wedding Rapunzel features embroideries already, but she actually doesn't have any embroidery on her. To be honest, if I think of it, the original Snow White, the original Belle, and the original Tiana also didn't feature any embroideries as well. Alright, so that is it for my video on the Rapunzel limited edition doll from 2011, celebrating her 10-year anniversary. So I am really glad I deboxed her, so I would encourage everyone to do so. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you're feeling like you want to, but trying to stop yourself because of various reasons, I say don't stop yourselves. These dolls, while they're as beautiful in the box, they're so much more to be enjoyed and appreciated outside of the box. So if you're not a deboxer, that's fine. But if you feel like you want to debox it, don't stop yourself. Keep yourself happy. Do things that makes you happy. Because right now I've been holding off this urge for 6 years, and it's such like a relief, that happiness surging through me because I get to finally do something that I've always wanted to do. So yeah, that's my advice for you guys. Do things that makes you happy. Keep yourself happy, especially during these hard times. We need to keep ourselves happy to keep going on, right? But anyways, thank you so much for watching. You can also check me out on Instagram at Chaymie Creates for more toy photography and photos. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!